Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, man. I want to thank you and welcome you for stopping by. Today I just want to talk about my new ventures on eBay. Since the beginning of the year and even previous to that, I thought I want to do something extra to make, some more money here and there. Now I work a full-time job. I work from 6 to 4 every day, but we all need extra money. We all do, and I just want to do something a little bit extra just to get a little bit more bougie around here and just be able to afford the things that we want to buy, so I'm always thinking about new things to do, man. And recently, and for a long time, I've always thought about selling on eBay, and I think it all comes to selling the things that I really like. So I finally kind of really started my eBay venture, or my reselling venture, and I started on January 2nd. It's the 24th today as I make this video, and I've already made $1,200 on eBay. Now that's, $1,200 isn't including my cost on some of my inventory, eBay fees, PayPal fees, and what I'm saving for my taxes at the end of the year. But $1,200 in, roughly 20 days, I feel like I'm doing something right. So this is kind of the beginning of my eBay journey, and I want to just explain to you my thoughts on how it's going and what I'm planning for the future of it, because it's it's really fun, man. It's giving me something to do, like, all day long. I'm working, I'm coming home, I'm working again, I'm making sales. I've had 16 total sales, and really I've just been selling kind of stuff that I've always had around the house and things that I've collected from my childhood until now, right? Like sports cards, which sports cards are blowing up right now. And right now, more than any time in my life, I'm 36 years old as of January, sports cards are just blowing up, man. So that's something, like, I still got some sports cards from whenever I was younger, and I've been able to sell some of those. Like, I sold one today for $10, which I think should grade really well for whoever picked it up. I sold one the other day that I found in a pack recently, Giannis Antetokounmpo second year Prism card that I think should grade out of 10. I sold it for like $55, and I may be taking some kind of loss on that just because I didn't get it graded. But man, it's kind of exciting to do that, especially whenever I spent money on that pack. I probably paid $5 for that pack back in 2014, and now I've sold it for $55. No, but realistically, it probably is worth $200 or $300 if I just took the time to send it into PSA or Beckett and have it professionally graded. So all this comes back to just one game, though, that has kind of always haunted me, and will be kind of a topic of this video, because whenever I'm thinking about selling stuff on eBay, I'm thinking I want to sell the things that I really, really care about. So whenever I started this venture, I made a few purchases before I put anything up, right? Just like naturally, I've always wanted to. There's one game in particular I'm going to show you now. So I paid a pretty nice amount of money for this game. I did all the research to make sure that the seller, had credibility on eBay and everything, and she wasn't going to send me, or he wasn't going to send me just some run-of-the-mill game. Now, I'm not sure what I've gotten here, if this is a true original or what. It seems a little bit different than the one I had as a kid, so I'm not sure whether or not I kind of got ripped off, but still, I'll take it, right? So I bought this game of Silent Hill on eBay in the beginning of January. And, by the looks of it, it's in pristine shape. So this is just kind of one investment that I'm making to sell in the future or keep for my personal collection. But one thing that I want to do is, see that? I mean, it's beautiful. Look at the back. I mean, just awesome, right? So one thing that I want to do, I've told my girlfriend this year, is buy one Silent Hill game a month, so that at the end of the year I'll have 12 of them, if I can afford that, right? Because right now they're going for, I mean, recently there was one that sold for $250 on eBay, and that's a game that's opened, has probably been played, probably has scratches. So I kind of feel like I got a little bit lucky, but like I said, I'm not even sure if this is an original copy of the game. But it is beautiful. So I'm not gonna, you know, I'll take it, man. So I'm really happy to have that right now, because for me, like, I've never been somebody who could just save money. I don't know why. Like, if I have money, we're gonna spend it on something, you know, it's gonna be spent. So I put, you know, let's just say a couple $100 into this game, and it's only going up, man. From the time that I bought it, I freak out on how much these games are going up. If you have a factory sealed edition of this game, I mean, people are selling them for like a couple $1,000s, whereas, you know, you could have bought a factory sealed version of this game for $200 or $300 5 years ago. So these horror games are really going up. So that's one of my passions, is to be able to resell horror games. So I made a couple of purchases, right? And I'm going to go over those here. I'm going to open another one here that I got. So that one was Silent Hill 1. This one is another horror game that I got recently. Factory sealed, Fatal Frame. Paid around $45 for this. So this, I'm pretty sure this is not, you know, an original copy of the game, because it doesn't have the little Sony sticker right here that they would normally put. But nonetheless, this has never been played. I mean, it's a beautiful factory seal on probably a reprint of the game, right? But for $50, I mean, I'm already seeing people who are buying these games and then trying to sling them on eBay for, like, they're buying them from somebody on eBay for like $50 and then trying to sling them for $250 or $300, right? But I mean, it's a reprint, I'm pretty sure. So I mean, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit on it for a number of years and see if I could legitimately turn a major profit on it. I'm not sure. I mean, I may also just keep it, you know. I really do love horror games. Okay, so that was one purchase, or those two purchases that I made recently. I made another on a Silent Hill 2 game. And I paid roughly about $100 for this PlayStation 2 game. This is, without a doubt, you know, an original copy of the game. The person said that the disc looked brand new, pretty much perfect. It's complete in box. Silent Hill 2. Super excited about that, right? I mean, Silent Hill 2 is incredible. If you ever get a chance to play it, I implore you to play it. So, got everything in it. Everything looks great. So with this one, I busted it open and it looks incredible. But around the initial rim here, I don't know what happened to this thing, man. So, like with something like this, if I'm ever going to turn a profit on this, I'm going to have to get it, play it on a, you know, I don't got a PS2 right now or a PS3, so I'm going to buy one of those to test this out eventually. And then, you know, I'll resell it at that point if it works. But if it doesn't work, I'm not going to sell it. I mean, I'll just sit on it. But I paid about $100 for this. And the dude sent me a game that, in the middle, it looks like somebody got a screwdriver to it, man. But I'll keep it, man. I mean, I feel like, to me, the case is worth that much, you know. And even if the disc didn't play, I mean, I don't know. I'm really, for some reason, I really like Silent Hill. There's just something about the art direction of it, the idea of it, just how scary it is. It's just a beautiful thing, man. In fact, Konami, if anybody from Konami watches this, let's get in touch, man. I'd love to buy, like, retail stuff from Konami. Let's become partners. I could draw for you. I could do whatever you want. My mind is always on Silent Hill, man. It's crazy. So, another thing recently is I sold a copy of... my girlfriend bought me a Red Dead Redemption 2 hardcover collector's edition guide like 2 years ago, right for my birthday. And I told her, man, I was like, man, I kind of don't even want to open it because, we had already kind of conquered the game. So like, I mean, almost 100% of the game, so I didn't need the guide. But I thought I could sit on it for a while and then resell it for a huge amount, right? But then I kind of felt bad because she was so excited about it. So I opened it. I took the plastic off and I kept it in great shape and everything. But we looked at it a couple of times. Well, the other day I sold it. I think she probably paid about $29.99 for it. And the other day I sold it on eBay for $70. $70 plus shipping. The guy got it, left me a review, said it was excellent, beautiful. Well, anyway, if I would have left that plastic on that book would have sold for easily $130, $140 like clockwork, right? So if I had a bunch of them, I mean, you can make crazy amounts of money. I mean, $100 on 30. You make $100 on 30. So I thought, what game is out that I really think kind of will always be incredible right now and forever? I mean, even though the game has gotten a lot of flack, for kind of being unfinished and stuff. Cyberpunk 2077. I think this game will kind of be around for a long, long time, and I think the popularity will actually pick up as the game gets fixed. Like, I got the game the first day, and I kind of quit playing it right away because you could tell, the game is kind of broken in a lot of ways. But as they fix it, like this time next year, 2 years from now, people are still going to be thinking about Cyberpunk 2077 without doubt. CD Projekt Red is insane, man. The Witcher 3 is the best game ever made, in my opinion. So, Cyberpunk 2077, I played it for like 2 hours. I thought, man, this shit is incredible. So, I bought this. And the plastic will be on it. And I already got 12 of these bad boys. And I'm going to sit on them for a long, long time. And I'm going to buy a metal box.
Just because...
And I'm going to keep them... clean, man. So those are just kind of some of the ideas that I have right now, is like stocking up on Silent Hill games. I know it's going to take a lot of money to get a lot of inventory, but in the long run, we could make some serious money on that, So those are just some of my passions, like some of the things that I want to sell as far as video games are concerned. And like I said, I mean, it's kind of already working where I've sold 2 Resident Evil games. Collector's Edition Resident Evil 4 for the GameCube and the PS4. And, well, I mean, I bought both of them games myself whenever they came out, day one. So I've gotten my money back for those games, like equal value. But that money was spent so long ago that, that's money that we're using right now for future income. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just so happy to like be able to sell things that I really, really love. And it kind of gives you like it's like a shot of adrenaline every time you sell something that you really love on eBay, because you know that somebody's either going to save it for a long time and resell it for even more money, or they're going to play it and really love it and destroy it, whatever it is, it's fun. So another thing, as far as like cards are concerned, I was collecting cards in the early 90s. So I kind of came around in a pretty good point because, like, I started collecting cards whenever, like, Shaquille O'Neal was a rookie. So I ended up with a bunch of Shaquille O'Neal rookie cards. So I got a couple that I really think are probably PSA10s. So, like, I sold this card recently. Not this particular one, but I sold the full gold edition of this card. And so this one has a little bit of gold up there on the 92, but I sold one that had full gold, and I don't think it was a PSA 10, but I think it could potentially be a 9. I think the card in general was probably a PSA 10. I'd never touched the card, but the centering was off. This one, I think the centering's pretty clean on this one. And look at the edges, if it can... I mean, look at the edges on this thing. Like, a lot of my cards, I kept them in really good shape. But, I mean, there's so many factors that are going to go into determining whether or not this is a PSA 10, you know? If it's a PSA 10, which I think it could potentially be a PSA 10, this can make somebody a lot of money. I think I'm asking for this card right now and 2 other Shaquille O'Neal cards, one of which I know definitely has to be a PSA 10. I think I'm asking like $60 for them. And I think it's a pretty good deal. So yeah, cards are something that I'm planning on going after right now. The way it's working is, from what I can see, right, I can't find any cards around me because I'm about 100 miles in any direction from a Walmart. So I went to a Walmart near Albuquerque recently, and I couldn't find any cards. Like, they don't have any sports cards whatsoever, or Pokemon cards, or anything, right? So then I went to the Walgreens closest to me, and they do have some cards. They have baseball cards, Pokemon cards, football cards, and they have basketball cards, but not Panini Prism cards. It's some other brand. I'm not even sure what it was. Skybox, or I'm not even sure if they're even making cards anymore. But so what I'm going to start doing is, as I'm making money, I'm going to start buying PSA 10s from eBay or wherever I could find them at a decent price. Like the other day, I was trying to lock up two Michael Jordan PSA 10s. It was going to cost me like about $300 for a card that isn't in a lot, you know, in crazy demand right now, but still $300, 2 Michael Jordan PSA 10s in 5 years. I mean, it's either going to go up or down, right? Or in 2 weeks, it's either going to go up or down. So what I want to start doing here pretty soon, within the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be in the market for some Zion rookie cards, Luka Doncic, and Michael Jordan PSA 10s. That's just my plan. I mean, I've always been into cards, but the way the market is fluctuating right now with their prices, I mean, 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was seeing PSA 10 Luka Doncic's rookie card on eBay for like $700, $800, and now that I'm looking for the same cards, they're already jumping up to $2,000. So if I could chase down that particular card, I'm going to get it, and whether or not I lose out on money, I don't really care. I mean, if he does what we expect him to do, you know, in 20 years, the card's going to be worth $50,000, $100,000. So I'm kind of looking at eBay in a different way than the people I'm watching on YouTube right now, because a lot of people are like selling, you know, clothes and shoes and things like that, but I've never been like as extremely into those things as I am with collectibles. Not to say that I won't sell clothes, because as I learn more about which clothes are worth money and where I can find them at a cheap cost, I would love to be able to sell the clothes that I like personally. Purses, I got some purses up now on my eBay channel just because I like the look of some purses. You know, I like the look of some clothes. I will have clothes and a bit of everything on my eBay. But video games and sports cards are something that just truly interests me, man. It's crazy. It's crazy how excited I get just to like hold a Silent Hill game. You know what I'm saying? I almost hold it in the same way I would hold a card. Like, I'm trying not to scratch it. I'm trying not to mess it up. So, you know, I don't really have much time right now to play video games, but to collect them and resell them kind of in a way is playing video games. No, it's even strategy guides, man. It's crazy because the other day I was on a website where somebody was selling like Silent Hill 1, 2, 3, 4 strategy guides with Tomb Raiders and and the bid was like at 172 bucks, and I was like, I was coming in at the last minute to get this lot of strategy guides, and this guy just, whoever it was, man, I hiked that price. I went up to like 250, man, and he just kept on going. So pretty soon he ain't gonna be able to catch me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted that lot so bad. I would have, you know, even if I didn't make any money on it right off the bat, it would have made me a whole lot of money later on. So recently though, what I'm planning to do for inventory is, like I said, I'm 100 miles from anywhere, right? I got a few websites like shopgoodwill.com where I'm finding some good stuff. But recently we got to make the trip to go grocery shopping anyway, so I hit up a thrift store, two thrift stores that are closest to me, and we spent about $50 at these thrift stores. And man, I found, like, I don't know, I kind of got lucky here in New Mexico to find two thrift stores where I'm like, man, you know, I was paying $1 for a video game, and some of them were worth like 10, 15 bucks. Some of them unopened. I found a SpongeBob game unopened, factory sealed. A PC games unopened, factory sealed. So I think I'll turn that 50 bucks into probably 250, 200. So, you know, I'll probably gross like, maybe 200 bucks off that 50. Maybe, I mean, at the highest amount, 200 bucks off that 50 in the long run. So we're gonna go thrifting again probably Friday or Saturday. And then, you know, as things clear up with Corona and stuff, hopefully I'll be able to get to some yard sales and garage sales around my area here in New Mexico. And then I would really love to start buying like liquidation sales, whether it's from Wholesale Ninjas or liquidation.com. I'm gonna really give it a try just because it seems so interesting and fun to me, you know. And then on top of that, like, I'm currently, the job that I'm working is the best job I've ever had in my life. And I'm learning from a bunch of new guys who are showing me all kinds of new things. And it's kind of just pushing me to kind of, you know, venture out and do different things. So I'm excited about what's going on. But yeah, man, tune in. Remember to like, follow, and subscribe. Hit that notification button. And follow this journey with me because I'm pretty hooked, man. 2 weeks or 3 weeks, $1,200, probably a $900 gross after everything, maybe $800. You know, let's see. After a month or two, I plan on making a lot of sales, man. So I already got 80 listings up. It's pretty good. Yeah, man. Follow me, man. Give me a follow. Thank you. Stay strong, healthy, and happy. I'll see you later.